good morning. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Super quick intro because I do have to get to work. I just wanted to pop in and just like mention what books I'm reading for this week, which actually currently is only one. Right now I'm just reading Middlegame by Seanan McGuire. I am currently on page 223. Loving this one. As for the last two vlogs, I have no idea how to explain what it's about, so I'm not gonna try. But so far, I'm having a fantastic time with this book. It is so good. I don't know why it took me this long to finally get to this book, but here we are. I'm having a great time, loving it. And then I was mentioning in last week's vlog that I wasn't sure if I was going to continue on with The Weavers of Alamaxa. I started it last week and I just like really wasn't vibing with it, but I wanted to give it to at least 15% before deciding if I was going to DNF it, and sadly I have DNF'd it. This one is the sequel to The Daughters of Izdihar, which I read earlier this year, and I loved that first book. But yeah, I got about 20% of the way through the sequel. I was not caring at all. I think I picked it up like last Saturday, like over a week ago, and all of last week I didn't even think about it. I had no desire to pick it up at all. Like there was zero intrigue whatsoever. So last night I read some more of it and I really didn't care about anything that was going on. So yeah, I read roughly, I think 17%, which was I think about 80 pages of the actual book. I mean, I'm sad about it because like the first book was so good. I really enjoyed that one, but I just really wasn't vibing with the second one. Maybe I would have if I stuck with it, but I'm the kind of person where I cannot read things I don't want to read. So I could feel that trying to like force myself to read that book was going to put me into a slump. So I just cut my losses, which sucks, but it is what it is. And then I do want to try and pick up an audiobook before I leave for work today. No idea what yet, but I gotta figure that out. I do have to repick a book for the buzzword challenge. I forget if it's this month or last month, the one where it's the unit of measurement, because I had a hold on the audiobook for Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I had like literally, I'm so mad, I had 4 days until my hold was available, and then my library took it off their catalog. I'm like, come on, you couldn't have waited like one more week. So that's annoying, but now I have to try and find something else that will fit that prompt, which I'm having a really hard time with. So if anybody has any suggestions for books that have a unit of measurement of some kind in the title, that would be great. That could be like actual distance, it could be time, it could be like whatever, just some kind of measurement. I have nothing on my TBR that I found so far, so I'm a little annoyed by it. I'll find something eventually. But yeah, so that's the updates right now. Again, super quick, but I gotta run. Tonight, one of my friends who I haven't seen in a very long time, she moved to Vancouver after university, so like almost 10 years ago. Oh my god, it's been that long. I'm old. Anyways, yeah, she moved to Vancouver, but she texted me last night and she's actually here visiting right now. So after work today, I'm going to go to her mom's house and we're gonna make some veggie sushi and hang out and catch up, and like, oh, I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in years. I think the last time that I saw her was like maybe 7 years ago, I want to say. Like, it's been a long time, so that'll be really great. Other than that, I don't think I have any solid plans for the week, so we'll find out as we go along. What the fuck is that? Ew. Why do you have so many legs? That's like big too, like that's my finger for comparison. Ew. I don't like you. But it's too big to kill it. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, what is that? Ew. Look at my hair. I have to wait for my towels to dry before I can shower, so we're rocking the bed head right now. It's fine. But hi, happy Friday. I've been meaning to update literally all week and just haven't gotten around to it. So several things. First of all, I realized in last week's vlog when I was showing the stuff that I got from the fair last weekend, I had a clip where I showed the patches that I got, and then when I was editing the video I went to go trim the clip a little bit and I deleted it instead. So it was just like, oh hey, like here's these patches, and then I don't show them. So here they actually are. I got this little mushroom one, super cute, and then I got this book lovers one. Like, how adorable are these? But anyways, yeah, I just thought that was funny where like I uploaded it on YouTube and like for some reason, okay, so I do watch the videos back before I export it, and I just somehow missed that I deleted that clip. But then I put it onto YouTube and then I watched it another time, like after it's already uploaded, and I can't change anything about it. And that's when I realized that I didn't have the clip of me actually showing the patches in there. So here they are. But yeah, so reading stuff. I read a novel love story by Ashley Poston earlier this week. I read it in one day. I had kind of conflicting feelings on it. So like at first, the first like 90% of it was maybe like a 3.5, which is still a great rating. There were just like a couple things about it that were like really bothering me and like not quite sitting right. But then like the last 10% like had me feral. I was just like, what is going on? What do you mean? Hold on. And yeah, it was great. The last 10% saved that book and it got bumped up to a 4. Upon further reflection, I might put it back down to a 3.5 just because like that 4 really came from a more emotional response. Anyways, hold on. Synopsis. So this one is about a woman. She is part of a smutty book club with her best friend and some online friends, and they all love this one book series that's like really gotten her through a lot. And every year they go to a cabin in the woods together to hang out for a week and just like read books and hang out and drink wine and have a great time. This year everybody else had to cancel, but she's like, I'm still gonna go. And is it running away from her life a little bit? Maybe, yeah, but that's fine. So she goes by herself, ends up getting caught in a huge rainstorm and pulls off into like a random town, gets to the town, almost hits a man in the middle of the road, and then wakes up in the morning and realizes that she's actually in the town that her favorite book series is set in. And she just kind of like she questions it, you know. She's like, did I like, was I like in a car accident and I'm like bleeding out on the side of the road somewhere? Like she briefly questions it, but like doesn't question it that much. You know, it's a little bit like weird. But anyways, yeah, so like all of her favorite book characters are there. It's a romance, but there's more like emotional elements to it as well. A lot of the themes of this book was like finding yourself and getting lost in a relationship and losing who you are when you're with somebody for so long, and then being alone again and having no idea who you are anymore. I loved that. I thought that was such a good theme. It was very well done, because for the majority of this book I had no idea who the main character was. Like she was very bland, and that is one of the things that I didn't like, but at the same time I also understand why she was like that, because like that was kind of the whole point of it. You know, she was with a guy for I think 4 years and they almost got married, and things happened and they didn't get married, and she had no clue who she was anymore after that relationship. She just felt lost. And the book starts a couple years after they break up and she still has no idea who she is. She has no clue what she wants. So for the majority of the book she feels very flat and bland, and I think that was intentional because I know that this author can write some really complex characters. So for this one to be so bland and like no personality basically, aside from like being very sarcastic, I feel like it was intentional, and it was proving the point of like this person just doesn't know who she is. So like I liked that and disliked it at the same time. I also found the romance to be really weird because like it felt like it came out of nowhere. Like these characters did not like each other. Like there were some things that happened that I'm like, y'all should not even kind of like each other after all, like, everything that's happened. Like he said some terrible things to her, she did some pretty shitty things to him, and I'm just like, how are y'all, like, how are you falling in love? I think it was just the pacing, because like this book takes place really over I think a couple days, and that felt way too quick for like the amount of shit that these two people went through together, and like just the things that they were doing to each other. I didn't feel like it made sense for them to like get over that so quickly and like fall madly in love, you know. Like the time period where she was in the town was only a few days, but they were falling in love in that time, and I'm like, that just doesn't make sense. I wish that she had been there for like a few weeks, would have been a bit better and like made more sense to me. But yeah, just the pacing was super off. The characters were kind of bland. I did like how cheesy it was. I've seen a lot of reviews of it. It's like so cliche and like it's every other romance out there, and I'm like, yeah, that's the point. This is a love letter to romance. Like it's meant to have all the cliches. It's meant to be really kitschy and cheesy, That's the whole point of it. So I loved that it was super cheesy and had all the cliches in it. It also made these like really cute references to romance books just like randomly throughout the text. The chapter titles would be a play on words for like popular romance books, both like classics and new classics. So I just loved all of the references to other romance and just like romance as a genre. I thought it was really beautifully done. But yeah, the ending of it was so good. I was like edge of my seat the whole time, just like, what do you mean that's where we're going? And then yeah, things went into a different area, and it just like threw me for a loop the whole time. It was great. So yeah, I have it at a 4 for right now. Again, I might put it back down to a 3.5 now that it's been a few days since I finished it, and like the emotional response is less. I think it's more like a 3.5, which is again still a great rating. It's not my favorite actually Piston book, but it is still fantastic. So I do recommend it. I think people just need to be more like open about like what the book is supposed to be. You know, like it is meant to be this really cheesy romance. It's meant to have a really bland main character. But anyways, yeah, so that one was great. And then I did very briefly start the Mimicking of Known Successes, I think, yesterday. I was just looking for an audiobook while I made dinner, and I was really not vibing with it. I didn't like the writing style or the characters. Story I had no interest in, so I've already DNF'd that one. And then with Middlegame, I am just about to finish this one. Right after I finished this clip, I'm going to sit down and finish it. I am currently on page 455, so right about at the end, and I'm so excited. This has been so good. I've also been reading this book for way too long now, and I'm like getting antsy, so I do want to move on to something else, but I am really enjoying this one. I don't think it'll be a 5-star, but I think it'll be pretty close. Probably like a 4.5. This has been very engaging and interesting and weird and confusing and everything that I like. And the antsiness is not the book's fault. I haven't not been reading this book because I don't want to. I've been very busy this week. Nothing interesting, just with work stuff and like being exhausted when I come home. So yeah, I haven't been able to like sit down with this book and like really get into it that frequently. So it's taking me forever to read it, and that's making me like not enjoy it less, but it's making me like want to speed through it to be able to move on to the next thing. So yeah, again, not at all the book's fault. That's just a me thing. It's the ADHD brain. I need like constant stimulation, and being with one book for so long makes me bored. So, but that has nothing to do with the book itself. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go read this book, and I will check in once I finish it. Keep bye. I finished it. Oh, it was so good. Yep. Yes. That was it. That was the book. Oh, that was so good. Oh my god, this is excellent. I have no idea how to talk about this book or review it like at all. This is one of those books that makes no sense like at all, and that's why it's good. So I don't know. Yeah, no clue what to say about it, but I did give it 4.5 stars. This was so weird and wild and wacky, and I loved it. I know there's a sequel, I think 2 sequels, question mark. I'm not really sure, that I definitely want to read as well. I have actually already read the Up and Under series. I actually read that series not knowing that it was connected to this. I heard about it before I knew that it was Shauna McGuire. So yeah, I read that series, I think last year, was it? I don't know, a while ago. It was great. But yeah, I definitely want to get to what's called Seasonal Tides. Is that what it is? That one, you know what I mean. I'm not sure when, because I feel like I need some time to process this book before getting it back into the world of it. So that'll probably be a later endeavor. But yeah, this was so good. I loved it. Next up on the docket, I'm either going to be doing Sunbringer or The Emperor and the Endless Palace. I'm not really sure yet. I do have to get to work though, so that'll be a later decision. I do also have my phone is resting on it, the Carnival of Curiosities by Amy Gibbs. I have that one as well, but I don't think I'm in the mood for that one. I think I want to go with one of these two, so I'll be making that choice very soon. But yeah, I have to get to work now. I have the weekend off, and I'm so excited about it. Oh my god, I can't wait to do like literally nothing this weekend. I say that knowing full well that I'm gonna end up being busy and doing things and not having time to rest, because that's how life goes these days. But right now the intention is to do nothing for like 2 days straight, so we'll see if that actually ends up happening. I doubt it, but yeah, I'm gonna pick up one of those 2 books when I get home from work tonight, and yeah, we'll see. Hi, Happy Saturday. I've had a great day. I slept in for once. I like literally never sleep past like 8 or 8:30. I didn't wake up until 10 today. That literally never happened. So that was really nice. I must have needed it. I was very, very tired. So, and then yeah, I spent the morning, I edited a video and got it uploaded for my August TBR. I filmed it in July, but I was having issues with my computer and I just could not get it up until today. But it's up now. Almost halfway through the month, but it's up. It's fine. And then yeah, my roommate and I went driving. She gave me a driving lesson. I have my G2 test booked for early September, so I have to keep practicing so I don't forget everything that I learned with my like actual driving school. We were out for like almost 4 hours total. It was a lot. But yeah, we like drove around the area and like got practicing with like actually driving, and then we went up to like a really empty parking lot where I practiced doing like reverse parking and all that stuff. I had a very scary moment when we stopped at a McDonald's to go to the bathroom, and that was a very busy parking lot, and somebody cut me off and I was trying to back out and I got very afraid, and there was a small child behind me that I didn't almost hit, but the dad was upset with me and I'm like, I am so sorry. It was a lot. Yeah, stressful, but I did well. It's okay. We're home. We're fine. Everything is good. Stressful day, but a very good day. Anyways, book stuff. I just finished reading Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. I picked it up kind of on a whim yesterday. I was in the mood for a middle grade audiobook, and that was the first one on my TBR that I had access to the audiobook. So I picked that one up and I read it, and it was pretty good. I gave it 3.5 stars, give or take. I think I like middle grade less than I used to. I've never been like huge on middle grade. It's very much a like once in a blue moon kind of thing, just whenever the mood is right and I want like a light easy read, but then I actually read it and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's just okay. You know, where like I like how light it is, I just don't like how childish the characters are, which is not a fault of the book. They are literally children. It's written for children. They're meant to be childish. I just don't realize how much I dislike that until I'm actually reading it. But you know, it was still a good book. It had lots to do with Navajo stories and traditions and myths. It was a great read for that. I liked the characters, the plot was good. Yeah, overall, pretty solid read. Do recommend if you like middle grade stuff. And now I'm about to get into my pajamas and I'm gonna pick up one of these two. I was pretty set on reading Sunbringer. Excuse you, fire truck. How dare you interrupt me? Saving lives and things. Rude. I was pretty set on starting Sunbringer, but now I'm kind of like, do I do this one first? I don't know. I can't decide. I might read a chapter of each and see what happens from there. I have no idea. One of these two though. One of these is happening tonight. Not the whole book obviously, but at least a good chunk of them. Don't look at the laundry in the bed. I need to fold it. It's fine. It definitely has not been sitting in the basket for like 4 days. And then I did the thing where I dump it on the bed in the morning. That way when I come home from work, I have no choice but to fold it, just to then put the clothes back in the basket. It's definitely not what's gonna happen tonight. It totally is. Listen, I hate doing laundry. It is the bane of my existence. I would rather do literally any other chore than fold my laundry. I hate it. Not important. Anyways, hello. Yeah, so it's Monday right now. I meant to wrap this up yesterday, but honestly, okay, yesterday, amazing day. I had a lovely day. The evening went to shit. Work-related stuff, not gonna get into it, doesn't matter. But it took up like my entire evening that I was planning on reading some of this, and I ended up just having to deal with a bunch of bullshit at work instead of having a nice evening. Either way, does not matter. The rest of Sunday was lovely. So I slept like shit, first of all. That was not great. Like literally didn't fall asleep until about 7 o'clock in the morning. Love that for me. But then had to get up at like 9 because the previous day on Saturday, I had very big ambitions for Sunday. I went to bed at like 10:30, not asleep obviously, but I was in bed with the intention of going to sleep around 10:30, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed early and wake up early and have a super productive day. I'm gonna do all this cooking and meal prepping and have a great time. In that mindset, I ordered a bunch of groceries for delivery and scheduled it to be at my house for 9 a.m. and then could not sleep for the whole night. Kept trying to fall asleep. I'd scroll through my phone for a little bit and then start to fall asleep and put my phone down, and then all of a sudden my brain's just whirring again, and then I'm all of a sudden awake, and then try it again, and just like repeating over and over the whole night. It was actually really funny. My roommate and I, she also couldn't sleep on Saturday night, so the two of us were like sending each other memes until like literally 5 a.m. That was kind of funny. But either way, didn't fall asleep until 7. Still had to be awake and functioning at least enough to go downstairs and grab my groceries at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that was the shitty part of my day, but it's okay. I was still in a great mood. I went for a little hike with my friend and her husband and her dog, and it was lovely. And then I came home and I did do some cooking. I went thrifting as well, and I found some really cool stuff. I found a book, which I meant to grab and I forgot, but I grabbed the library at Mount, is it Char or Car? Not really sure how to pronounce it, but I found it at the thrift store for like $5, and I'm like, can't say no to that. So that was great. I went in to get new work pants. I found one pair of work pants and a bunch of other stuff, but I did also, hold on. They're buried in my laundry pile here. Hold on. So I found this. It's a swimsuit, but it's a really fun color, and I thought it would be great for raves. I didn't think it was gonna fit me because it's a large, and I'm definitely not a large, but I'm like, I can squeeze into it, and if it doesn't work, it's $8, whatever. Yeah, it definitely doesn't fit. It's about the width of a thigh, a singular thigh. So, did not work, but I am going to try and DIY it into a top at least. So, we'll see there. But yeah, that was a really fun, like, cool color that I got. So the thing that I was actually very excited about is now buried somewhere. Oh, there it is. I got these corduroy pants. How cool are those? I love corduroy. So yeah, I got these ones, and like they were in the 18 section. I'm normally a 14-16, but I'm like, they might be kind of big, but I'll try it on. But like thrift store sizing is super weird because like, again, I'm normally a 14-16. These are an 18, like the actual tag from the company that makes it says 18, and these are a little tight on me, so I'm like, in what world is this an 18? Either way, they fit me well enough that I couldn't say no to them, so I got them, and I'm very happy about it. And then yeah, I just got some new like tank tops and stuff for summer, so that was nice. But yeah, and then I came home and had a very nice dinner, and then the work bullshit started, and I was no longer having a good day. But it's fine. Yeah, we're good. Everything is fine. We're chill. I love being a manager. Anyways, Saturday I did pick up The Emperor and the Endless Palace. I got to page 132, so about halfway through. I read that in one sitting. This is great so far. When I added it to my TBR a couple months ago, I did know that it was erotica, but when I picked it up, I forgot that it was erotica. So that was surprising. But yeah, very much enjoying this one so far. I'll get more into details in next week's vlog. But yeah, just to wrap up the vlog, I did start this. I will give you guys more thoughts next week. But yeah, so that'll do it for this week. I just got home from work and the gym and I'm starving, so I'm just waiting for my food to cook right now. Anyways, thanks for watching and I will catch you guys later on.